Big national story here at home as the federal government enters its 12th day of a shutdown. Negotiations are still at an impasse.
Yeah, the Senate is set to vote again tomorrow, with health care subsidies continuing to be a central point. Jalissa Garza is live this morning with more on this. Jalissa, any chance lawmakers can come to an agreement by tomorrow?
Hey, Ugochi and Alona, good morning. That is the big question, and the hope is that, yes, tomorrow when the Senate meets to vote, this will be their 8th vote so far. The hope is that this will actually break the deadlock. Now, we know both parties have agreed that they want this shutdown to come to an end, but they remain deeply divided over the future of health care, specifically the Affordable Health Care Act subsidies that are set to expire by the end of the year. Now, let's break down what those exactly are. So the Affordable Care Act subsidies have become the heart of the stalemate. They help lower health insurance costs for millions of Americans by providing some base assistance, making monthly premiums and prescriptions more affordable. Now, those subsidies are set to expire at the end of the year. Both parties agree rising premiums are a problem, but they're split on how to address it. Republicans say the government must reopen before any negotiations on changes. Now, political analysts say moderates were expected to play a key role, but now some Republicans, including Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, are adding complexity to the debate. She's been a vocal opponent of the ACA, but has recently acknowledged that letting these subsidies expire would hurt people in her own district.
She was definitely an acolyte of Donald Trump and would have essentially followed the party line. But she recognizes, like most Republicans do, that this is an issue that very much complicates their ability to be able to deliver on promises to people. And when you're going into a midterm that's going to be a long, drawn out fight about the state of the economy and people's pocketbooks, it's not a position that they want to be in.
Now, the clock is ticking for lawmakers to really reach a deal and put an end to the government shutdown. Last week, we talked about a CBS News poll that showed a lot of Americans are unhappy with how Congress and even the president is handling this. They, of course, want to see the government reopen as so many Americans start to see the everyday impacts trickle into their lives. Of course, we'll continue our coverage on this and have more from our political analysts coming up on KHOU 11+. Reporting live this morning in Houston, Jalissa Garza, KHOU 11 News.